guy's gone mad because I didn't fucking know the password that I shouldn't have known. What's this? Link Plus. Boop. This game is amazing. It's a good break from all the spooky Outlands jump scares edition and all them speedrunnings I've been doing recently. This game is just brilliant.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Doing it. We're going in.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hello. Hey.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh, look at this.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, but the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. So you start off Stanley's office, you come out, then over here, right there is where Office 420 is. You come around here, the corridor, then there's the split choice. The office. And the impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. awesome. That noise, like dripping. There's the pause screen. Zending? What? Trailer's playing.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh, oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Can't see. Oh.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Oh man. This game has no end, Midnight Podcast. There's like a bazillion different endings. It's all about choices. Hello? Try hit quit to menu. Begin the game. No escape. This is awesome. I want more endings.
This is the story of a man named...
You're stuck? How could you be stuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The bomb
Perhaps he
ending?
had
Well, I don't have
someone
that,
to
so
remember.
don't talk about it. I don't know if I can talk about like other endings I haven't even been to yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Left.
he entered the door on his left.
Right, let's do the mind control room this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That would have been an actual ending, and you're just like sitting here talking about them.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Zoop. Let's go. How many endings have I had so far? Like 10? A few of them have all been dying, but those count, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's a pretty creepy room.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
There's
Had
Stanley's.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
my
emotions
office.
had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What's this? I think this is weird. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just a number 5. Boop. Boop.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Power on.